It certainly is a big bun. It's a very big bun. Big fluffy bun. It's a very big fluffy bun. Where's the beef?
Some hamburger places give you a lot less beef on a lot of bun.
Where's the beef?
At Wendy's, we serve a hamburger we modestly call a single. And Wendy's single has more beef than the Whopper or Big Mac. At Wendy's, you get more beef and less bun.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
You want something better. You're Wendy's kind of people.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef? Hey, what up? I see you there. Plant-based boxing. So yeah, this is gonna be a quick stream. I don't plan on taking too long, but I just felt like, hey, what up, Haplo? What up, Martin Ramos? No beef here, hopefully. It's funny because yesterday I actually had what up, Boxing Jedi, Boxing Lounge. Yesterday I had a nice little conversation with plant-based boxing, not related to the topic here today, but um, when I woke up this morning, I saw that he had left some comments on my live that I did yesterday about, you know, me disliking Deontay Wilder. So if you are interested in that video, you know, because I do typically do boxing content every once in a while. I do content that's not boxing related, like what I'm about to do right now. But last night, me and my girlfriend, we went out to get something to eat, and there's a place here in Tampa. It's called Armature Works, and what Armature Works is like this little. It's basically like a food court. It's not in a mall or anything like that. It's just like this nice little spot where there's these little restaurants, and you're not gonna find McDonald's, you're not gonna find Wendy's, you're not gonna find Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Johnny Rockets, your typical like Asian cuisine that you're gonna find in most food courts you're gonna find in a mall. This food court is very advanced. It's very next level. They got like basically like little spots that are done by like entrepreneurs. There's no chains in this place really. And the last time I went to Armature Works, it had been like over a year. It was before the lockdown. So we hadn't been to Armature Works since the lockdown. And you know, we want to go over there. I told her, I was like, there's a good chance that like a lot of it has changed. And I was right. Damn near half the places that were there the last time we were there weren't there anymore, and there were new places in their place. So, you know, we went, we looked around, and as usual, me and my girlfriend don't want the same thing. Which is part of the reason why I said, hey, let's go to Armature Works, because that happens a lot, you know. And so she had like some uh, rice bowl from this Asian place, and there was a place that I didn't realize it when I first picked it, but it was actually plant based. Because when I first saw it, it said Southern Kitchen, so I just thought, all right, you know, collard greens, fried chicken, ham hocks, you know, the typical, you know. Well, I guess it's more like soul food, but yeah, that's kind of what I imagine when I think of, you know, Southern Kitchen. What up, 1-2 Kid? What up, D Jefferson? Oh, you want a link? I'll send you. I'll drop a link for this. Um, yeah, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and drop the link. Just so y'all know, my headset just broke. So it might be kind of hard. Like I literally have like the mic pointing up, but I can't wear the earphones right now because they're kind of messed up. I plan on going and get probably after work because technically I'm working right now. Just don't have nothing for me to do. But once my shift is over, because I can't just leave my house, I gotta at least stay logged into my computer. But I just thought this would be interesting because I had quite an interesting experience with my meal last night because I didn't realize that this whole restaurant that I picked at Armature Works to get my food from, I didn't realize at first that it was plant based. It wasn't until I was standing right there I noticed in smaller lettering under the huge letters of Southern Kitchen it said plant based. So you know what? I'm not strictly opposed to plant based food. I've had the Impossible Whopper. I've had like Boca burgers like when I was younger. So I'm willing to try like the plant based stuff. Uh, Now you can get on D. I dropped the link. You might as well get on. So let me just explain what I had. So I guess I'm not exactly familiar with this, but I guess it's called Dharma. It said like Dharma, Southern Kitchen, and oh, there's D. Hold on. Give me just a second, D. Why, why isn't it? There we go.
Hold
There's
on, Red.
D. How's it going?
Hold on, Red. Hey man, I just been busy, bro, running. I just wanted to come say hi and shit. I ain't been online really. Not on my channel, nobody's channel.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that you have because for a while you were going live at 8, and I try to catch them when I can.
Yeah,
But I know that you're not exactly vegan, but I know it's mostly a vegan diet. I
yeah,
forget.
pescatarian. We just like
Yeah,
vegans, but we eat seafood.
yeah. You also eat fish,
Yeah,
but are you familiar with Dharma? I'm pretty sure you've heard
yeah,
that term before. All right, so I guess these were Dharma chicken wings. Let me say this real quick before I get into my review. All right. I'm the kind of guy that I do not like boneless chicken wings. To
uh,
me, boneless chicken wings are just small chicken strips. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like if I want chicken wings, I want it with the bone and all. I understand that's what like is a turn off is the bone and the veins and so I get that. I understand why boneless wings are a thing. I just me personally, boneless wings are not wings. All right.
right,
But
right.
I have to say, these Dharma wings were good as hell. This,
Mm,
I was like, you know what? I'd get this again.
right.
In fact, I prefer these Dharma wings over boneless chicken wings. Now,
Oh wow.
real, I still like real chicken wings better,
Right.
but these were good. All right, these were they they even had like the texture. Like you told me that before that mushroom. I forget what you called it.
Oyster
Uh,
mushrooms.
yeah, the oyster mushrooms. You told me that has like the same texture. And
Yeah,
so did
similar,
this.
similar texture like to chicken or
Y-
poultry. Period.
Yeah. So that's how this was. It had like the texture of like bone in wings. They're just obviously it doesn't come from an actual chicken, so there is no bone. But I was like, this is really good. And like I said, I didn't even know this place was plant based. Like I said, it's kind of like a food court. So me and my girlfriend, we were just deciding where we were gonna get our food. That's the place I picked. And then the second time when I'm actually walking up to place my order, I'm like, oh shit, this is plant based. I even asked the girls like, is everything here plant based? She
Right.
said, yeah. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give it a try. And you know what? It was good, and it wasn't a big portion, but I was full last night. I couldn't eat another bite of anything even if I wanted to. What up, Ramos?
What's up? What you doing? Talking about chicken?
Martin Ramos. Yeah, Mano, what's up, my
What's going on? How you been?
good, bro?
That's good. How's the family?
Did my phone go out?
It did. I think you like froze for a second, but you're back.
Oh, uh,
He asked you how your
How's the
family was.
family? How's
yeah.
everything?
Oh, everything good, Martin. I just I had to deal with some situations, man. Uh, make some changes. Electro J, what's up with you, fam?
What's up, dude? It's been way too long, man. I miss going to your room, man. I
Yeah,
miss going to your channel, man. It's
I'll be
fucking.
back in a little while, man. I still got some shit. The shit ain't over yet, you know.
No,
I'll never forget that time Jed was on your stream and he was talking about I like sugar on everything. I put sugar on sugar.
dude, I put
Hey,
sugar on sugar, but you know what? I cut out the sugar completely because I've been in the hospital, right? And I didn't know I almost died until like 2 weeks after I got out of the hospital. So now I don't touch. I'm fucking stay away from the sugar like it's the black plague, man.
Man. Hey, Reg Love.
yeah.
I just wanted to come holler at you and say what's up to you, bro. Show you some love.
All right, I
I can't really
appreciate it.
I'm gonna be listening in though. I'm gonna be in the chat listening in.
All right, before you go, just real quick, do you have any opinions on Dharma? Just you don't have to say a whole lot. I know you trying to get off, so
No, I mean, I like it. I like it. Dama tempeh, oyster mushroom, jackfruit, banana blossom, all of those things you can make dishes out of that has like a meaty consistency. Try it
okay.
out. Try it out.
I
All
might have
right.
to learn. I might have to learn some of these things because I have to change. I've been changing my diet, and I have to lose weight because if I don't, I might not wake up the next day. That type of thing.
Yeah,
So
well, it's Dama, tempeh, jackfruit, banana blossom, and oyster mushrooms. Look into that stuff. You
Yeah.
can make
wow.
different recipes, and it has meaty consistencies, and you can just season it the correct way, and replace some of the things that you're eating right now. It help you out big time.
Yeah.
Hey
All right,
D,
that's good to
D,
know.
D. If you get a chance, can you like? Because I'm gonna forget. Can you break that down in my DM on Instagram? That recipe you just threw out there.
All right, yeah, those were five different things you could use, but yeah, I'll send you some stuff, Martin, no doubt.
Okay, got
What
you.
Yeah.
up?
And I
What's
can
up?
I can speak from experience because I just had it last night. The Dharma chicken wings, they're good. The I was shocked at how good it was. Like I said, I'm the kind of person I don't. To me, real chicken wings are the bone-in wings. I don't even fuck with the boneless wings. However, um, Dharma chicken wings are extremely good. Extremely good. I got it. I'm not going vegan, by the way. So I apologize for anybody who was hoping to hear me announce that RGM
Dama
is
chicken
now the
wings are
Red Glove
better than
vegan.
Dama chicken wings are better than McDonald's chicken nuggets. Believe that.
Yes, yes, most definitely they are
Well,
better than
neither
Mc-
of those
We
two
we
motherfuckers are chicken.
Mark.
we don't want to find
No,
out what's in
son,
the chicken
y'all take it
nuggets.
easy. Oh, all right, man. Much love to you, bro.
Much
Peace, peace.
love.
It's
Peace.
good to see you, D man. It really is, man. I can't wait till you get back online.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. All right,
God
everybody.
bless you, D. God bless you.
All right. Oh, is
Hey,
that Mark?
yeah, that's
Yeah, man.
Mark.
Yeah.
Oh shit, what's up, dog? I got down. I still gotta go. I just talked to you on the phone yesterday. I'll holler at y'all, bro. I'm out.
Brian's here
Yeah.
too.
Amen.
I'm over here trying to keep D on there. No, I'm just kidding. Nah, I know he got stuff to do. It's good to see D around. He has been absent, so it's good to see
Oh
him
yeah,
hop on just to say what's up.
he's
Hey
got a
Red,
lot going on, man, and he's doing his thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
these, so
I,
these, so these, so these Dharma chicken wings. This was like a food chain place.
no, the place that I went to is called. It's actually I looked it up before I started the stream. It's called Dharma Southern Kitchen. I don't think it's a chain though.
Uh,
However, um, I think it's spelled, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's spelled DHARMA. I guess it's a plant or something. So I'm sure you could probably find a place that makes them. Obviously, results will vary because I could have went to a place that makes fantastic ones. You might go to a place that don't know what the hell they're doing with Dharma. So, but
Dharma's a branch in the Hinduism religion. That's what it is.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
So Dharma is a plant. It's like a plant. It's plant based.
Well,
Well,
I guess it has to do with the Hindu religion.
Mm.
I don't know. All I know is that this is what this place was called, Dharma Southern Kitchen. Wasn't no Hindus behind the counter.
You know what? You know what I'm thinking about doing, Red. Like but I'm gonna do it for January.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try out that whole month without sugar. See what happens.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, it's always good to try different things. Oh, go ahead, Jet.
Yeah, Martin, I was gonna say, listen, and look, I'm no expert at staying away from sugar. I just like since I've been out of the hospital. Yeah, seriously, since I've been out of the hospital, I have had to keep my sugar levels down. So, I, because I'm borderline diabetic, I have to keep it down below 150. I have been consistently keeping it down to the 110s, basically the 110s and the 120s. Very seldomly do I get even above 130, but uh, and all I've done is just I don't put sugar in anything. I stay away from cereal because when I eat cereal, I have to throw sugar in it. So I just
Dude,
dude,
cereal brings sugar, my man. Why you putting sugar
dude,
on
no,
cereal?
that's how bad I was. I would put sugar
Oh,
in Captain Crunch. I
oh,
am not
Yeah,
good.
that. And you know
I've
what's
got,
funny?
I've
You
got,
know
I've
what's
got you
funny?
beat. I've got
Oh,
you
go
beat.
ahead.
I've got you beat. Literally, this my brother legit does this. I've got you beat here. He uses y'all know Frosties, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he puts sugar on Frosties in Red Bull.
oh,
Damn.
that's
Oh
sick.
my god.
I ain't
Well,
joking with you, bro.
let me tell you a quick little funny story. This involves Electrojet. So when Electrojet was saying all this stuff about the heat, at this time he hadn't started cutting out sugar. He was still very much in, in his sugar consumption. He was telling this to D, and D was like, "Oh, you should try blue agave." And I was messing with Jed in the chat. I'm like, but Jed, you can't put sugar on the blue agave. That kind of defeats the whole purpose. And Jed was like, "You're an asshole."
Well,
Nice.
if it makes
I got the coffee.
if it makes a difference, I cut out what the white sugar years ago. I've been messing with the brown sugar, not that much though. But I know I eat sweet stuff. Like
So
I
you're
don't
gonna
eat
Yeah,
start.
that's the
yeah.
thing now. I cut out sweet stuff altogether. Anything that has like a ridiculous amount of sugar. Like there's some things I can't help. Like I'll drink the occasional orange juice or I'll have the honeydew or
Yeah.
mango or something like that. But I want natural sugars. I don't want processed sugars whatsoever. I stay away from it. And
Yeah.
me saying this is kind of a shock because seriously, talking to our GM, he knows, man, because I was bragging about how much sugar I ate, man. It was like a ridiculous amount. And
Yeah.
now I have to stay away because look, when I went into the hospital, I was in the hospital for fucking 2.5 weeks, and I didn't know my blood became sepsis and it was doing damage to my organs. So they had me on all kinds of antibiotics. I had hooked up to all kinds of tubes and shit. When I got out, I had lost so much muscle mass and not body fat, and I was weak as fuck. And I had to start eating, and I tried to eat something with sugar in it, and it tasted this. I ate a McDonald's burger. I don't know if you guys ever tried this. When you eat a McDonald's burger and then you don't eat a McDonald's burger for years.
Hold on. Yo, Red Glove, stop mouth breathing into the microphone, bro.
Oh, am I doing that? My
Bro, it
bad.
sounds like you're having a fucking wank. You're like,
All right. Well, I promise you I'm not. I promise you I'm not. I moved It also has to do with like this headset. I'm wearing it now, but this headset is completely. I'm getting after I get off work today. I'm getting a new headset, but this I readjusted the mic. Hopefully that because the mic was right up, damn near in my mouth. So I should have known that it was gonna, something like that was gonna happen. But y'all continue with the conversation. I think it was Jed who was
Yeah,
talking.
yeah,
Finish what you were saying.
Sorry, Jed.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
that was
No,
just
it's
really
fine.
when Red Glove's like mouth breathing started to get louder than you speaking. It started to really bother me.
My bad, my bad. I'm just over here typing. I was typing some of the plant based while Jed was talking.
But I try so, and then I tried a goddamn McDonald's burger, and I noticed that when I took a bite, there was like this waxy film in my mouth. You know, it was just disgusting. I can't eat like a McDonald's burger or one of these fast food joints. Like, it's just like it's disgusting. I have to have it cooked here. You know, like I am able to eat those little fucking White Castle burgers. Don't ask me why,
Oh
but
my
I like those
God!
little White
Don't
Castle burgers.
stay
We
away
don't have
from
White
those,
Castle
man.
where I live, so
Stay.
Here, I have your
Stay.
feet.
Lucky
On
you if you don't have White
when I'm
Castle. Them shits
yeah.
is right there. You eat one of those, they'll clean your whole inside.
what
Hey, can you hear me? Hello?
were you saying, Brian?
I don't know if you can hear me or not. I have your beat. Hangover. 3 liters of 3 liters of Lucozade.
3 liters
My
of what?
hangover's gone.
To be
Lucozade.
fair, nah, Brian, you don't have me beat on drinking Lucozade, mate. I used to drink 6 liters of Lucozade a day.
What's Lucozade?
Yeah,
It's
I don't know
it's
what
like
that
an
is.
Irish energy drink that's fucking full of sugar, just full of it.
Energy drinks. I never
Uh,
liked energy drinks.
It's got more sugar in it per liter than Red Bull.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yep.
y'all drink
Well,
6 liters of this
I
stuff?
used to drink 6 liters of it a day when I was a teenager.
yeah,
Jeez.
I'm on about just pure hangover bullshit. Um, after a hangover, take that there. Hangover gone.
But to be fair, Brian, we all do that.
Well,
Like we
then later.
down Lucozade on our. That's what we're told. Have a big, massive, dirty fry up, like with
Yeah.
fried eggs and sausage and ration and fried bread, hash browns, baked beans, all that good stuff. Yeah, loaded into bread, all the bread, it's all soggy and shit. You down that and you down it with Lucozade.
Yep.
Brian, who's that? Freddy Krueger and Mikey Garcia?
Yep.
Oh, what's the?
I got a question to ask you guys. I don't know if there's
Basically, it's a before and after picture. Don't play with money, kids.
Oh,
Matches,
okay.
matches. You know the way to
Oh,
burn them. You know the way to burn the face of live Kruger.
oh, I get it. I get
I gotta if there's any health food notes in the chat, I want actually B. You know what I have been eating a lot lately is like I've been getting like those healthy like tortilla chips that they're like baked and shit like that with sea salt, not the regular salt. And I have been like I'll snack throughout the day that and some ridiculously hot salsa. I've been having a taste for hot fucking salsa, and there's not a day I'll go through about a jar every other day. That's basically like what I eat. It's fucking
so now,
hot
so now
salsa and a
you're
couple.
replacing the sugar with that. You're replacing the sugar with hot salsa now.
I don't know, man. It's just I've been going through, and I'm doing the habanero salsa, not the jalapeno. I'm going through the habanero salsa like it's fucking water. Is
Damn.
that even
Yo,
healthy? Yeah.
oh man,
Fellas,
Huh?
I'm in a mood, bruh. I'm in a mood. I'm going around looking for Fury blood.
Well,
These,
maybe tomorrow I'll
these.
do a live. Like today, I just wanted to talk about these wings because I was amazed at how good they were.
Yeah.
But if
but
you
those are
want, Mark, maybe tomorrow I'll do a stream where we'll, inviting all the Fury fans, and then you can, basically have a one big execution.
I can do that on my own channel.
That's true. You get more Fury fans over there than you would over here.
I don't think I'll find a Fury fan on your channel, mate.
So it's called Dharma wings. But why are they
Yeah,
wings?
Because it probably tastes like chicken. That's why.
It does?
they it has like it definitely has the same texture. I wouldn't say they taste like wings exactly, but they do have a good taste to them. They're. I was surprised at how much I like them. I'll tell you this, I'd have them again. Like I would be want to. I actually want to go back to that place and try some other things that they had there. Um, and but the wings, I could tell you, I give it an A for sure.
All right.
I give the wings an A. They were really good. They tasted really good. They were pretty spicy. Because they actually had hot blue agave on them. That stuff that D
Oh,
was telling Jed to try. They had that, but it was hot. It wasn't sweet. And man, it was pretty spicy. I have to say, but they were good. They were good.
I wonder who makes them out here in New Jersey. I don't live
Yeah.
in New York no more, Red. I moved to Jersey.
Well, I'm sure out there, there's probably a lot of You probably have more options around you than I do as far as this stuff. I happen to stumble upon this by mistake. I actually thought that they were real wings until I read on the sign it said plant based. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm here. I might as well get them."
Let's see if I can find that stuff. Cause
Yeah,
you gotta change your eating habits. Life is changing. So
that's true. I mean, I'm definitely willing to do a little bit more plant based, especially if if there's stuff like this. Um, I don't think I would ever go full vegan, but I could definitely see myself, having a vegan meal here and there.
yeah,
Um,
me too. I'm like with you, right there with you when it comes to that. Cause damn, food does smells good.
yeah.
Whenever they cook that rice in my home, I'm like, oh my god.
OG Boogie said that in California, I guess they got something called Pac-Man burrito, $10. Man, you can feed you and your girl and five members of your family. Pac-Man burrito. Okay, is that plant? If it's plant-based or not, I don't care. But if it is, because I guess this is like I didn't realize that this was gonna be such a popular topic. But let us know. But Electro Jet, I know he's not on here anymore, but I did see that plant-based boxing in the chat. He said something about starch solution. I'm not gonna speak on that, but he was saying you should try that.
Oh,
So if I try anything else, I'll talk on those things. What up, Mark?
well, Red, some days I'm in a good mood and other days I'm not, right? And
Hmm.
today I'm not in the greatest of moods, right?
Hmm.
And I say this to you with love. Calling those satanic wings, wings, those
Yo,
reptilian shit.
Illuminati wings.
Yeah, man, the all-seeing eye wings. Look, I put up a post about boxing, but these wings aren't the Marvel action book. You know what I mean? It's not Thor, right? Just because it says wings doesn't mean it's wings. He who gets the hammer of Thor is Thor, like the lineal fucking line. He who beats the man is the man. Nah, it ain't Thor, right? These wings ain't wings. Do you know what you're eating? Do you
What?
know what you're eating, bro?
What?
You're eating Dharma chunks, not wings.
Well, I
Literally,
don't
by
even know what
definition, it can't be.
Dharma is.
It can't even literally be a wing. It's not coming from the wing of anything. It's sacrilegious.
That's why I was asking. So
I'm
it's
hurt.
plant based. So
I'm genuinely hurt that a man as cultured as my guy, Red Glove Militant, a man who has spoken to me for hours about what is better in a stew for Ireland, stout or non-stout, a man who has
Start.
literally asked me the question, which is better, cottage or shepherd's pie? A man who has asked me these questions in the past can create a live stream called Chickenless Wings. Now, tell me, where the fuck do you find a dharma and then get the wing off of it? Because I want to know. What
don't know
is
what
a dharma and what
You
is
know
the
what I
wing of a
thought?
dharma?
I thought that Dharma was like some type of like sauce that they put on the chicken wings, and then so
No, it's the
uh,
actual whatever. It's actually replacing what would
the,
be the
the
wing.
chicken wing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mark. I'm not going vegan. Okay, I'm putting that out there right now. I'm not going vegan. I'm
You damn
calling
right
it
you're
that
not.
because that's. I'm I'm calling it that because that's what it said on the menu. In fact, if it if if I didn't notice that it said plant based, if I would have went up there and just ordered the wings, I wouldn't have even known because we went around the place. Like I said, it's like a food court is the best way I could explain it. We went
Okay.
around the whole food court, so I came across it, looked at the rest of the offerings, and then I decided, okay, that place seemed to have what I'm kind of in the mood for right now.
Right.
It wasn't until we went the second time that I noticed it said plant based because it said plant based in small lettering under Southern Kitchen, which was in these big ass letters. And I even asked, I was like, is everything here plant based? Because I was kind of hoping to get some real chicken wings. So they said, yeah. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and get them anyways. And I was surprised at how much I liked it.
Look, Red, right? Let's say, I don't know. How graphic can I be here?
You sound real upset.
Well, you know me. I don't censor you as long as it ain't racist. Which you're not racist. I don't think there's anything that's in your character that you would say that I wouldn't allow on my channel. So go ahead.
Okay.
Let it rip.
Right. So you and I, we go to a brothel, right? And on the
Right.
menu, right? On the menu, it says female. Now you go into that room and you're presented with this female like you were presented with these wings. You strip down that female and you see that female, in fact, has a penis. Do you think to yourself that I'm going to say that this is still female, or do you get the fuck up out of there? Because I'd be gone, bro.
I'd be gone too. That is different though. That's apples.
No,
That's
no, no,
apples to
no, no,
oranges.
no, 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 no.
That's not a
It's
good.
the,
That's not a good
it's
comparison, right?
it's the same thing, bro. A wing that ain't no wing is a female that ain't no female. It's
Are
the
we,
same thing.
are we just winging this conversation?
Ha ha ha.
Uh,
ha.
what
Just
was
like
that,
the
bro?
female, bro. Brian, just like
Look,
the female, Brian, just like the female that I just described. Don't be such a dick.
I just asking,
look.
are we just winging this conversation? That's all I asked.
Damn, we went from food to this.
I love
Going
Mark,
on?
man. Mark is my brother, man. That was hilarious. I got a good laugh out of it. Like, Mark, let me tell you this, and maybe this is just between me and my God when I say this, but me, I don't believe in homosexual relationships. Hey, if that's what you're into, what you do behind closed doors, as long as it's with another consenting adult, I don't care. That's between y'all. But as for me, I don't believe in homosexual relationships or
I like my
even.
bro. I like my women like I like my wings. Really.
But my but my but my religion has nothing says nothing against wingless wings. So I have to respectfully disagree and say it is apples to oranges. However, I am happy that you brought that up because it was
Will I
hilarious.
get you a Bible verse that proves it does have things against wingless wings?
If you do, then then
Because
I'll have to.
don't get me into consumption of meat in the Bible. It's there.
Here, If there is anyone who could find a verse in the Bible, it's Mark. Have that thing read. You have that thing read in an hour's time.
Hey, you know what, Mark? He's very quick-witted, and I'm sure he could find something.
Here we go. Here we go.
I like to hear it.
All right. Matthew 23:23. Woe to you, scribes, the Pharisees, hypocrites! For you tithe mint and dill and cumin, and have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice and mercy and faithfulness. These you ought to have done without neglecting the others on dirty offerings. Huh? Huh?
Okay.
I don't really see that damning wingless wings though.
Okay. Hey, it's in the cumin, bro.
I'm assuming that's the King James.
Probably. I don't know which one it is. To be honest with you, there's like 7 million different fucking Bibles. So
Yeah,
I'm
there
reading.
is. There's a lot
I'm
of.
reading. I'm reading the New Testament.
What do you see? Are you seeing the same? Did you look at that same verse or?
No, I don't have it near me, so
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I will look at it and see what it says.
and to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food. And with so, in these verses, God institutes a plant-based diet for both humans and non-humans alike. That is the most bullshit thing. That doesn't exist in the Bible.
But where you reading it from then?
I typed in, to be perfectly honest, the Bible quotes on veganism, and then I found a site that put up a fake quote from the Bible.
I believe that because there are some people who treat veganism like a religion, and this is what I'm gonna say. All right, I'm not going vegan, which is funny because Mark was like, "Damn right, you're not." But
Oh,
I'm not. I'm putting it out there. I'm not going vegan. But what I'm saying is this: I don't think there's anything. You might find something that proves me wrong, but as of this moment, I don't. As far as I know, there's nothing wrong with eating. You know,
well, most animals
vegan.
that we consume eat greens.
Yeah, and just for the record, if I don't eat animals, they eat each other anyways. Not every animal, but a lot of animals eat other animals, so it's just a
Exactly.
part. So it's not like me. If I decide not to eat meat anymore, it's not like if every human being stopped eating meat, animals would still be eating each other. So if you're somebody who if you're somebody who is taking that stance, I don't want to kill animals. Cool. Just don't push
I'll
your
kill him
personal
for you then.
provisions on me. You'll kill them for them.
Yeah, I'll kill him for you.
You
You
see,
don't. You don't.
here's the thing that most vegans don't realize, right? And it's gonna sound really dark. For every vegan out there that's like, I'm doing this to protect animals, it makes bastards like me more bloodthirsty because I get to eat more of them.
Yes.
It's true. It's actually true.
Yeah. Yeah. There's more.
Because
Yeah.
the more I'm a gluttonous bastard, right? So the
Yeah.
more that's available to me, the more I'm gonna kill it and eat it. So if I see one deer out and I'm hunting, I'm gonna kill that one deer. But if I see 5 deers and I'm out and I'm hunting, I'm gonna kill 5 deers.
Yep. That's true.
If I go in, if I go into a big huge pond, right, a huge river or whatever or lake, and I see one fish, I'm gonna harpoon that. If I see 100,000 fish, I'm gonna electrocute that water and kill them all. Throw a toaster into that bitch.
So yeah, Mark, there's that Dr. Seuss book. It's one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. For Mark, it's one fish, two fish, red fish, dead fish.
Pretty much. Pretty much. All right.
Big fish, small fish. Kill all the fish. That's what it is for me. Kill them all, eat them all.
Yeah.
Eat all the chicken. I don't care if you've got 6 ounces of steak on your plate or you've got like 400 pounds of steak on that plate. I'm gonna try and eat both plates.
Yep.
What up, Parker? And how are you? Martin
I'm
as well,
good.
how are you?
I'm surviving.
Awesome. Man. Brian, I'm in a mood, bro. I want chicken. I want chicken wings now. Actual
want-
chicken wings.
I had chicken this morning. I did. I
Hey,
ain't
but
gonna lie. Nice.
But Mark, I do have a question for you. All right, if a particular animal is dying out, are you at least for protecting them to get their population back up? That way, they are still readily available for consumption later on down the line.
How many of them are left?
3, and 2 of them are males.
I'm gonna get them both to breed that female, and then I'm gonna keep doing that over and over again until their life is very over and they've made like 15 children. Then I'm gonna kill them and make them all interbreed with each other and keep that going and create a big ass slaughterhouse. And I'm gonna make myself millions, bro. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make millions and I'm gonna enjoy eating that fucking cheating.
Well, I got a different answer.
Go ahead.
Just kill them out, and that's things you have to teach your kids.
You know, that's in check. But here, on the real though, Brian, it really depends on what type of animal it is, right? Because if it's like scorpions, I'm killing them outright, right? You get what I mean?
Yeah, not meat, not much meat on scorpions.
Yeah, but bro, if you're talking to me like there's 2 bulls and 1 cow left, you best believe that cow is getting fucking banged by those bulls. And I'm gonna create the world's largest slaughterhouse, mate. I'll be turning into like anybody here ever seen Cloud Atlas?
Cloud Atlas?
Yeah, the movie Cloud Atlas.
No, I haven't seen it.
All right, then I can't make me quote. Let's just say your boy's gonna be getting a lot of beef.
I don't know if you heard when I first started the stream. I think plant-based boxing was the only one in the stream. But I was playing that old school Wendy's commercial. Where's the beef?
Jeez, I'm hungry now. Thanks, Red Glove.
My bad. I'm not trying to make nobody hungry. It's just
yes, you are. You're evil. We know this. You don't come with good intentions to anybody. You may come across nice, but we all know what you really do. You put little things out there to eat away at people. Just little tiny comments. You, Red Glove, are the ringworm of humans. No, I'm joking.
I know.
I love Red Glove.
Yeah.
That's a joke. Jesus
Mark,
Christ.
Mark literally kept. If I'm off YouTube for a while, Mark will literally check on me. So I know he's just messing around. And even if he wasn't, lately, every time Mark is in a stream, I'm over there making comments to mess with him. And usually he ignores them, but I know he sees them because if I jump on the stream, then he's gonna call me out on it. But if I stay in the chat, he'll read it but not say anything normally.
I'm clever.
Like that one time when I kept on mentioning Spike O'Sullivan. As soon as I jumped on the screen, you're like, I saw that. You racist.
I kind of didn't want to be racist to Spike O'Sullivan.
No, because I kept on. I forget what I said. I think at one point I said that Spike O'Sullivan was Mark's favorite boxer or something like that, or his favorite boxer at, what does he fight at, like 160 pounds?
Yeah, he's a middleweight. He's a middleweight.
Yeah. So I was saying stuff like that. So then I jumped on the stream and I didn't say anything. I think I mentioned Spike O'Sullivan, but I didn't mention it like it had anything to do with Mark. And that's when Mark said that. He's like, "That's all you were saying, you racist."
Yeah, and I wasn't wrong.
What do you mean a racist? Yeah, it's funny though. But yeah, I know Mark. He his opinion of me has changed. He probably feels like I'm a little bit less
What?
of a man now because I like vegan chicken wings.
No, I don't think you're less of a man at all.
Dharma wings.
I'm just messing with you,
It
Mark.
just confirms my earlier suspicions.
And what are those suspicions?
I knew he was going to go this right.
Look, I'll explain it by saying something to Brian Harkin, okay? And Brian will understand. He who a man on the land does not belong to the anglicized Saxon, but the man who was of that of Brian Baru.
I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean.
Fair enough.
I called you a traitor.
Oh, I'm a
Fair enough. I was going
How
to say
could
that's
you
a
do
bit
such
harsh,
a thing?
but I was going to say that's a bit harsh, but yeah.
How could you do that to me, Red?
So you would never even try a plant-based meat substitute
I never will.
at all, ever?
Nope.
Look,
I have
All right.
I have veggie burgers before.
what?
Veggie burgers.
Right. I'm gonna.
Mark.
I had some of that before. It's not that bad.
No?
I'll be honest with you. The only one I've ever thought was okay was when I tried the Impossible Whopper. I've never liked a Boca Burger, Boca or whatever they're called. I've never liked those. The only one, and I didn't even think it was great. I just thought it was okay. Was the Impossible Whopper?
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like I've
listen,
been power drived on my head.
Red,
Well,
Martin.
well, so
This is my.
some
This is my.
Subway does have a vegetable burger and like a sandwich with vegetable.
Yeah.
It's like
Red,
like a
Martin.
meat, but it's veg. What's up?
This is my reaction to you two. This is what y'all are doing to me.
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, but the
Hold
funny
on,
thing,
hold on.
neither one of us is becoming vegan anyway. That's crazy right there.
Brian
Yeah,
said he
none of
doesn't even know what that is. Brian, you know when you say something to your girl and you really hurt her feelings, and she turns around and she gives you like a singular head look, just like that, like you've
Yeah.
just crippled, you've just ruined her dreams because you probably have.
Yeah.
That's what these two men are doing to me by eating, like even mentioning plant-based food to me.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Nah, but I still like. Oh, what up, Big Boys Boxing? But I still would, I have no qualms about getting a full rack of ribs, and I'm not talking about plant-based ribs. I'm talking about ones that came off of a swine, all right,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
or a
one thing
cow. Mhm.
I don't eat pork.
Oh, okay, I do. I'm
Okay,
trying
I'm
to
out.
cut back. You're out.
I
I
eat pork.
eat chicken. I eat chicken and fish. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
he was out. I,
I eat,
I eat pork.
yeah,
I said
I eat pork.
I said I don't eat pork. The man
I eat
disappeared.
cows. I eat lamb. I eat horses. Horse is nice. Pony's beautiful. You ever taste pony meat?
No, I
Nah.
haven't. What up, Troy Graham?
Beautiful.
Troy Graham said he had a kale marijuana burger before. Very nice, my own Jamaican recipe. Yeah, Troy. For those who don't know, Troy Graham, he on his channel, he actually does a lot of recipes, and they're not plant based really. But
Yeah.
that sounds very interesting. A kale marijuana burger.
Right.
I wonder what happens.
Happens.
I wonder what happens after you eat it.
Yeah, I don't know. Does it? Do you get any kind of a
You
high?
turn into yeah,
Yeah, you ever had a
you turn into a vegan. After you, oh, these are cool, man.
And Big
hey,
Boys, he actually agreed with Brian on killing the last three of a species because there's not enough variation anyway. Genetic variation, but yeah, I can't believe Mark was that outraged. I mean, I understand why people don't eat pork. It really isn't good for you. I'm never gonna stop eating pork. I'm just trying to cut back on the
We're all
amount.
gonna die in a way, red glove.
uh,
You know,
I eat,
That's
might as well
true.
go.
I
Might
eat,
as well go out eating what we like and what makes us happy. Simple as that.
I
That's
still eat
true.
chick, I still eat chicken and red meat. But the thing is,
Yeah.
pork, I don't trust everybody cooking it for me. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta really
Yeah.
cook it
Well,
good.
well, I got a,
A
I
That's
lot of
got a
true.
very, I got a very simple philosophy. You know, all these vegans and all these people who don't eat meat, or live a healthy lifestyle, and go to the gym every single day.
Uh
You're gonna die too.
huh. This
So
is a
yeah,
fact.
that's a fact
No,
though.
that
no,
is a
but
fact.
Martin is right because if pork is not prepared properly, it can definitely make you sick.
Yeah.
So I definitely
That's
under.
why I don't eat it random like that. Like I don't eat it, but recently my wife, we got some from Costco, and she cooked it. She cleaned it real good, and it was pretty good. Nothing bad
Yeah.
happened.
That's cool enough. Yeah.
Oh, here's somebody who knows a thing or two about a thing or two when it comes to nutrition. Is Bruce Goes.
What's up, Red Glove? How we doing, man? Brian Hotkin, Martin
Yo,
Ramos. What's happening here?
What's
We
up?
trying
What's
to
up?
live longer, or we trying to live happier and shorter? Or what, man? Going on? What's going on?
happier and shorter.
Happier and
Always.
shorter.
Well,
Maintain status quo, brother.
I kind of like happier and longer.
Oh, see, there's a third option out there.
For sure, brother. For
What
sure,
about
man.
old and miserable?
Bro,
And I
man.
know Bruce.
Everything. No, go
And I
ahead.
know Bruce. I was just gonna say, I know Bruce is not really for the vegan diet because I've heard him talk to D Jefferson, who was actually on at the beginning of the stream. Bruce, he didn't really even talk. He like told us like some substitutes and jumped off. And what sparked this is that last night, me and my girlfriend went out to eat, and on a whim, I ended up getting some plant based um wings that are not really wings because they don't come from an animal, but it's supposed to be like a replacement for chicken wings. And I ended up, they were really good. Like, to be honest, I would eat those over boneless wings. Now, for me, I still like real chicken wings more, but these were actually really good. So that's what sparked this. I'm not going vegan though.
No, I hear you, bro. I've been vegan restaurants before, and they can make some nice substitutions. You think you're having a piece of veal, a piece of chicken, something like that, bro. The thing about that is you have to watch for the way they process these things. They do add a lot of saturated fats, a lot of nitrates, a lot of things that make it taste real good. So you just have to watch out. Make sure how it's processed. Like if it's out of a cryovac package, then you're usually in for you have to kind of read the ingredients on there. But man, no, I agree, man. They can make those wings like you're talking about, man. The chickenless chicken wings, bro. Yeah, man, they can make great things. I've had the veggie burgers from the store before. Decent substitute, man. But me, Red Glove, man. I'm a carnivore, bro. Chicken,
Yeah.
pork,
Yeah,
beef.
I
Yeah.
could
You know,
I
Yeah.
could tell by the sound of your voice.
you know
Nah,
it, bro. You know it. Hey, Troy Graham, what's up, man?
Hey, yeah, how you doing? How you doing, everybody?
What up, Joy?
how's it going, Troy? Troy has a very diverse and I want to say diverse and somewhat complex palette. So I'm curious to hear what he has to say. I know he has a lot to say when it comes to food. So what up, Troy?
Uh yeah, man. I just want to talk something outside boxing, so I want to chime in. But it all comes down to you and really how you clean your meat. Because I was always taught to clean my meat. Like I soak my meat in lemon or lime and vinegar, and then I soak it in it probably for 30 minutes, 35 minutes, depends. And then I rinse it off with some cold water to put some life back in it. Dry it, season it for a couple of hours, then I go about doing what I do with it. It's all in how
Yeah.
you clean it. Listen. I clean ground beef. I clean ground chicken. I'll give you a perfect example. I like lasagna, but the whole noodles thing and all that they makes me. So what I'll do is I'll go to the store and I'll get some zucchini, right?
Hmm.
And I use that in place of the noodles. I'll use the ground chicken in place of the ground beef, and I'll get a bunch of low sodium cheese because I could turn any cheese into pepper cheese, right? I got a
Uh-huh.
recipe, and then I only drink hemp milk. I don't drink anything but hemp milk, right? And I use
Hmm.
hemp milk and just do my thing, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, Troy. Where can I find that kind of milk? Hemp milk.
You can find that at Whole Foods and
Yeah.
just yeah, hemp milk. Listen, I'm not trying to be funny or nothing. When my kids were younger, they're older now. They were hyper. They're three boys. I gave them chocolate hemp milk. I got it from a food bank at my church, and we
Okay.
were watching the Ravens game. Next thing I know, I go in my kitchen for a good 5-10 minutes. I didn't hear no fussing. I didn't hear no fighting. I didn't hear no complaining. They sitting on the couch. I'm like, "Are y'all all right?" And they're like, "Yeah. Can we have some more of that milk?" Yeah,
That's stoners
yeah,
down
man.
there, bro.
Yeah. Cause
No,
I've
but
been
seriously, man, the milk, bro. If I can say something about that, they make flax milk, they make almond milk. You don't have to deal with dairy. Dairy to me, that's a
well,
negative in your diet, man.
and now so
Dairy is.
I'm
And if I can,
consuming
I
the
can tell you
oatmeal
why
milk.
too, bro. No,
You're
what's that again,
consuming
man?
the yeah.
No, I
What
was
did you
just
say,
gonna, I was just
Martin?
gonna
Oh,
hop.
Don't
Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna shut up till you give me the
here.
go.
Don't talk about milk. I used to work in a factory where they used to make milk. So,
That's
talking about one of the most disgusting places I ever worked in. Fucking,
uh
I did that. I
Yeah.
did that for about a year and a half, and oh, jeez,
Well,
the
you
was
know
day
what
there
they
it
in
is,
the
hired,
though. The
I
the
have
milk,
to
day
the
they
drink
milk
whole
in your
milk.
system has a real hard time breaking down the lactose in any dairy product. Because
yeah.
that's actually made for baby cows to grow into calves, man. You don't see any species drinking fucking dairy milk once they become independent. Maybe we'll go back to the tit a little bit, but you know what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, we're weaned off of that. Nature weans all its creatures off of milk once they mature, and
Yeah.
it's loaded with lactose. It has the other different hormones in there, and your body has a tough time breaking that down. And if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to get that lean look, the lactose kind of like sits subcutaneously under your skin, so you're never going to get that. You're never going to look like you've lost weight or like your muscles won't show. It's the same thing with wheat products too, the gluten. Your body has a tough time breaking it down. So me, dude, I ran a restaurant through the 80s and the early 90s. I was getting people so fucking fat. I was using gravies, sauces, man. I was making mashed potatoes, good as a bastard. But I'm watching my customers come in, and 5 years later, they're fucking heart attacks and stroke victims. They're fucking going
Yeah,
from a
you
30 waist to a fucking 36 waist. And I was seeing it myself, and that's when I got into nutrition. I started finding out the importance of nutrition. I started working out. I sold a restaurant. I got into a whole different career because of it. But I'm just saying, man. You clean up your diet a little bit. You don't have to go fucking. You don't have to be a tree
well,
bark fucking kale eater, man. You just have to stay off the processed foods. The
Mm-hmm.
high saturated fats. The cheap meats, like Troy was saying, man. I avoid those because those are the heart cloggers. That's what's going
Yeah.
to give you the
Here,
cholesterol.
one question,
Very
Bruce.
simple. Yeah, brother.
How many people did you kill?
Oh man, I don't even know because I lost contact with most of them. But I'm gonna
they
say that
did.
maybe
Lost
They
not
did.
killed,
contact.
but I probably took 10 years off their life.
They did. That's why you lost contact with them. They all
Yeah,
dead.
could be, bro. Could be, man. Hey, you eat that stuff every day, and it's gonna catch up to you, especially when you get to my age, bro. That's why that's why I try to advocate healthy eating because I'm 67, bro. I'll be 68 in a couple of months, man. I'm still going strong because I eat several times a day. I eat healthy, nutritious foods, but I don't cheat myself, man. I'll have a dessert if I want to. If I want to have a pizza, I'll throw it in there, man. You just have to keep like 90% of the diet clean, and get your exercise. And smoke a lot of weed. That's going to keep the fucking diseases away, man. I truly believe that.
Real quick,
Well,
back to the pork conversation. Once
Red,
he kicked his, I substitute pork with bacon. Go ahead. Go
No, no,
ahead.
you can clean them.
Red.
Listen, if you clean the pork up, man, like I said, soak it in vinegar and lemon, and let all of that. Okay, and let all that stuff that you can't get with your hands come out of it, because a vinegar. Okay, I'll tell you a quick story. Just something I read or I watched it on Nature Channel.
Real quick, Troy,
Uh huh.
before you start, Red, I'm gonna cut out Bruce Goes.
Hmm.
Nice meeting you guys. I gotta cut. I gotta get back to work. Brian
All
Hardy
right.
and Troy. I will
Yes, sir.
definitely eat the pork if you make it. I hate the way you clean it. So
Yeah, man.
I'll talk to you guys
Peace,
later. I
my
gotta get back
brother.
to work.
All right. Take it easy.
Have a good one, Martin Ramos.
Yeah, but just real quick, I was watching the History Channel, and you notice in every what I found out about mummies is that they put they put apples. They cut you open and they put the apples in you, and then they mummify you. And why is that? Apples turn into vinegar, which keeps you from stinking after a while. I think that's how it works. So when you clean your meat with vinegar, it's what the hell did my grandmother tell me it was? I don't even remember at this point, but lemon and lime, is very acidic. So it'll
Yeah.
just it'll burn stuff out. And then vinegar is like a cleanser. I'll give you something else. How many times have you spilled juice on your counter and you say, okay, I can't get that up? Not true. You get some table salt and you squeeze a lemon or lime in there. The
Yeah.
salt, the salt is very rough. And again, the lemon is, is acidic. So it gets it right up.
Yeah.
When you don't have no money, you got to come up with ideas. So that's what I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. That's good, right? If you're drinking and driving, I shouldn't be giving out this tip.
What?
If you're drinking and driving, right? Two steams, two teas. I always get mixed up between tablespoons and teaspoons, right? So
Uh-huh.
it's either one of those two of vinegar and
Ooh,
drink it,
with
drink
your
it
thick
down.
accent, I thought you just said something else other than vinegar. Wow, your accent is thick. But go ahead.
Okay, 2 tablespoons or teaspoons. I always get mixed up, right? Of vinegar, right? If you're drinking and driving, when you get a breathalyzer, it's meant to block.
Damn.
Only the Irishman. Only the Irishman.
Yeah, I'm about to say
It's
the
meant, it's meant
Irishman
to,
would
it's
know
meant
how
to
to
block
get
the
past the
breathalyzer.
breathalyzer.
Yeah, that's true. I've actually seen people who were piss poor drunk. They skip the breathalyzer because I always get mixed up between tablespoons and teaspoons.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
put it down their throat before they left.
Yeah,
And
Troy. Brian, he's a good guy. He would never use that word, but I know he does have a thick accent. But
what word did
yeah,
people think I used?
we're not gonna say it.
No,
It's a very bad
I
one.
didn't use that word. I didn't use that word. No,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, I know
Sorry,
you
if it
would.
sounded like I did. Sorry.
Hey,
No, no, you're good. You're good.
Pork isn't bad at all, man. It's got a bad rap, but pork tenderloin actually has less fat in it than a fucking boneless, skinless chicken breast. So it's not the type of meat. It's the cut that you get. I know
Yeah.
Troy talked about putting it in the vinegar. It breaks down the sinew in there. It breaks down some of the fats in there. But if you go for a higher quality, the tenderloin, the filet mignon, that's a lot less saturated fat in there, and it's just healthier cuts of meat, man. That's what I go by, man.
Yeah.
And I keep the portions low too. I'll have a 6-ounce steak. That's plenty. That's plenty for me for a meal because I'm eating like 4 or 5 times a day. So, small frequent meals. That's the way I do it. And bro, I came down from 235 to 190.
So no porterhouse for you, huh?
Well, I'll do a porterhouse, bro, but I'll dissect that sucker when it's put in front of me, and I'd say probably maybe a quarter of it is going back. It's just fat and a lot of gristle and shit like that. So, you can go to the center, man. You can go to the heart of it and get the good stuff. So I don't really shy away from any food, man. I just try to get the the best cuts I can, prepare it the right way. And really, man, you can't isolate yourself, and you can't be a fucking vegan and not go out and be an asshole at a restaurant. I mean, you know how that is, man. You walk into a place and you see people like, I can't have this in there. I can't. Well, fucking stay home, man. That's what I used to tell them in my place.
Well, some people, I understand. Some people do it for health reasons. Like Jed, he was saying that I don't think he was saying he's going complete vegan, but I think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna do kind of like what I do, which is mostly meat, but every here and there have a vegan meal. I think he's gonna do the opposite. I think he's gonna have mostly vegan meals and here and there have like real meat. So, but for him, it's because he health issues.
Absolutely, bro. And
yeah.
that's why we have to do it at a younger age. We can't do it once the white coats tell us we have to do it. We should do it where they don't have to tell us. We go in there and they give us a pat on the back and say, you've been doing pretty well. Because I understand where Jed's coming from, man. That was a lot of people I used to deal with. It's not too late, bro. Believe me. But it's easier if you just start, getting your diet in order, getting your exercise in order at a younger age, bro. It just makes a lot of sense. You put money in the bank, bro. You start early, you're gonna have more money when it's time to withdraw. Same thing with your health, bro. Invest in it.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. But yeah, I can definitely put my stamp of approval on the Dharma wings. Like I said, I would eat those over boneless wings, to be honest. But wings that actually come off of a chicken are still king, in my opinion, king of the wing. But if you guys have ever had like a vegan substitute that you thought was good, you're more than welcome to bring it up. Plant-based boxing is there in the chat. I've seen him like mention things here and there about like starch solution, and like I said, anything he brings up, I'm not gonna talk about anything that I haven't experienced for myself. All right, I've had Impossible Whopper, decent. I've had these wings now. The wings were really good. I probably have had other stuff and just don't remember right now. I've had like the veggie burgers when I was younger because I was just curious. I didn't really care for any of that, but I definitely would say that I'm somewhat of a foodie. Troy, he's a connoisseur for sure because I've seen the stuff that he does on his channel, and I've seen him mention like different recipes that he's gonna try out, like in chats. So I know he's definitely a cook. I know Brian likes to eat, and I don't mean that as an insult. I just, and 1-2 Kid, he's here. He substitutes his pork with bacon. So I'm sure that's one thing that I think every human being can relate to is food. We may not all like the same food, but everybody eats. Because if you're not eating, you're probably dead.
Yeah, I try to avoid pork though. But bacon is my weakness. But I eat healthy, so my body can get rid of it. Like the more you eat, like if you eat better, if you're eating good food constantly, you start to taste like the bad stuff. Your body starts communicating with you. You know what I mean? Like you can feel it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. The better you take care of yourself, it kind of hides it when you constantly do it. If you just eat bad food all the time, you can't feel nothing. It doesn't change because it's processed shit that you're running through your body, which is
precisely, bro. And your body, everything processed you put in, your body has to unprocess it to get the 3 basic nutrients out of it. Yeah. It's so fucking simple, man. Avoid as much processed food as possible. 1-2, you got it right there, brother.
Yeah. Like, and shout out to all the people that grow their own stuff. I mean, that's the real route to go because you can't do it any better.
Yeah. Actual facts comes to mind.
I always try to grow my own, but I always end up going to the commissary anyway, man. It just never comes out right.
Yeah. Well, our good friend, Actual Facts, I was just bringing up, he kind of lives in a place. Not that they don't have stores out there, but it's a little bit of a drive. So I think it's a little bit easier for him. It's easier for him to grow his stuff than to go to the store. I think I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But but he sends us pictures like of his garden and stuff. He got a nice little setup back there. Like his setup is set up real nice. He's growing his tomatoes and his greens and stuff, and he has like this little area out there that it looks like it's a good place to just chill out. You know, like I could see myself sitting out there reading a book or something because it just looks really serene and nice with the vegetation that he's growing out there.
Right.
Nice. Nice.
No,
You know,
man, I got a
I have a little herb garden in the yard. I had a
yeah.
friend of
Me
mine who
too.
passed away a few years ago. He came down with some chives, and I, you know, we just kind of took some 2x4s and made a little spot for him. And now we got chives in there, we got basil in there, we got parsley in there. And so it always makes the clean foods taste real good when you can spice them up with those fresh herbs, man. Real simple too. They're perennial, so you plant them once and they just keep fucking growing back every year, man. Nice. And I always remember my fucking friend who passed away too, because he's the one who dropped that first fucking chive seed in there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. What were you gonna say, 1-2 kid? My bad.
Oh no, it's all good, man. Everybody chopping up. I got a little garden too, man. Like tomatoes and like cucumbers, but the cucumbers don't last. I don't know if it's this hair or this fat ass, uh, uh, what is it? Groundhog, man. He be coming back in my backyard all the time. I think he be eating up all my cucumbers, man.
Oh, motherfucker. This year, squirrels have invaded my neighborhood. Everybody has a garden. Everybody's got them. And usually you get fucking yellow squash and green squash. They're giving them away where you have to fucking throw them away. You have so many of them. But this year, the squirrels, man, by the millions of squirrels have invaded the neighborhood. And they're wiping out everybody's garden. Everybody's saying the same thing.
Yeah. Here,
Real cool.
here
Oh, go ahead, Brian.
no, right. Red Glove, thanks for having me on. There's one thing, Bruce. You've been an honorary thing for Electrojed's channel tonight. The sixth member of the panel for the boxing.
What are you doing, bro? What time?
You know, Electrojed's doing the boxing talk tonight.
Yeah, man, I'll swing by. Anybody that invites me on a panel, I consider it an insult not to accept the invitation, bro. I'd definitely be there. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
man.
absolutely right. So, I just thought I'd mention it. To you, so you know.
Yeah. The grass. That was a great one we had on Mox the other night, man. I'm hearing from people who listen to that, and they were like, "Man, you guys were chopping it up, man." You know, it was. I love talking. You, Mark, Jed, man, all those cats. Fucking Red Glove, Troy.
Yeah, I enjoy. Yeah, I always enjoy. I always enjoy being on panels and talking to you guys. It's always good,
gentlemen who know what they're fucking talking about.
Yeah, so for anybody who doesn't know, Electrojet does have a boxing live he's doing tonight. This is still a boxing channel over here too. It's just I want to talk about this, but there's a boxing live going on Electrojet, so I want everybody to be aware of that. And real quick, Troy, if you're still there, you've been quiet for a little bit. I would like for you to give a little bit of a review of the kale marijuana burger because that sounds very interesting. I think even the non-vegans may be a little bit interested in that.
Here, I got ahead, guys.
All right, Brian.
All right. Thanks for having me on, and I'll see you tonight. Hopefully at Electrojed's.
All right, I'm gonna try to stop by back there tonight. So
absolutely. Peace, guys.
Peace.
So Troy, are you there to kind of tell us how that kale marijuana burger tasted? He may have stepped away. Y'all chop it up just for a little bit though, because I gotta run to the restroom. So I'll be right back.
All right, bro. Yeah, I can see that kale marijuana. Because see, the thing about weed, when you ingest it, it has to be you have to cook it first, to release the active THCs. So I could definitely see spicing up that kale burger with a little bit of weed in there, frying that in the pan, man. Shit, I'll even drink the drippings there, man. But yeah, that sounds really good, man. Spice that sucker right up. Maybe even some of that fake hamburger, throw it in there, like we're talking about the veggie burger stuff.
Yeah, I mean, eating it is a different effect than smoking it.
I love edibles.
Yeah.
The thing too. I'll do edibles. Like we'll take a ride over the border. We'll pick up. In Massachusetts, anybody can go get them in there. In Rhode Island, you have to have a card. I have the card, but it's easier to go in Massachusetts. But anyway, I love the edibles, but I still have to be smoking on a blunt or doing a couple of hits on a toco, even though I got the high from the edibles. I guess it must be part of the fucking the reefer habit. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah. The first time I did that, I ate too many.
My wife did the same fucking thing.
Yeah, and it had me. I was stuck. I was stuck because I was already smoking. So,
Oh yeah,
and
nothing
then,
you
and then
can
I was
do.
like, oh look, and it just kept eating them, and then was like, oh, I
But
was
they
like,
make
yeah,
them
this
so
isn't
good
going the
now,
right.
man.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
wow, like yeah, it had me stuck for a minute. I was stuck for about an hour or so. I was like not moving from the kitchen table. Yeah, man, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess that's what they people do now, and it's nice that it's legalized with the things that they do have legalized. You would think that those things would be illegal, but I mean, the stuff that you could get over the counter and shit. I'm like, how do they even sell this stuff? How do they even
oh
prescribe this
man,
stuff, man?
the dabs, shit, man. You know that the concentrate you fucking use with the glass dabbing pipe there.
Right.
That's like doing a fucking bag of heroin, and it's legal. It's like
Right,
what the
right. It's
fuck?
funny. It's funny because when that dude popped for the fentanyl, I looked it up, and the more I looked at it, I was like, why is this even being prescribed to anybody? Like this is dangerous shit. Like it's literally like a what did they call it? What
Speed,
was yeah, well,
amphetamine.
right, but it's poisonous basically. It's hazardous to even be around the shit. So I mean, it's crazy. It's like a mild form of crack. So yeah, I
Wait,
was
what are y'all talking about? I'm back.
fentanyl.
Oh, phentamine. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, but see how that's like a somewhat of a legal form of drug over the counter or not, or it's got to be prescribed or whatever. But I'm saying though, the fact that they even giving this to people, it's like this shit is
Well, the
it's a
first time I heard
toxic,
of fentanyl, bro, the
right?
first time
It's
I
a
heard of it,
toxic. It's
it used to be over the counter. They used to have this diet drug, not a diet
right.
supplement. It was called AIDS. I don't know if you remember it, man.
No,
They took it off the market probably just because the name it wouldn't sell because
yeah,
back in the 90s and the 80s when AIDS was all over the place. But it was legal and they'd sell it. And I was selling nutritional supplements. I had a supplement business, and man, that and ephedra. In fact, they used to combine them. They called them fen. It was ephedra and phentamine, and it was legal. It was over the counter,
mhm,
and I had these housewives that were buying it every fucking week. They'd come in, they'd buy a bottle of 90 of them,
mhm,
and it was just like they were going to the drug pusher. I was glad when the FDA
yeah,
fucking legalized it because they were bummed out. I could see it. It's like you go to your junkie's house, you go to your drug man's house, and he says, "I'm out of business, bro." I saw these spirits just go down, and they're trying all these substitutes that they're sending in. The
yeah,
not non-ephedrine, not non-fen, bro, and then they weren't working, and it was a crazy time in the supplement industry. But those were big sellers, and yeah, they now they're classified as they're class 3 narcotics. You need a prescription to get them, you need a reason to
yeah,
get them. But bro, they were abused by a generation of fucking of people back then.
yeah. But you don't want to put shit like that in your body. You know what
But
I'm
they were
saying?
doing it, man. They thought
Yeah,
because
it
supplement,
was
they don't.
the losing weight and stuff. It like puts you into fight or flight mode, which makes you crackhead mode, basically.
Oh,
You
for
know what I'm
sure,
saying?
for
Yeah.
sure,
So it's
yeah.
like, why would you put that in your body? And it's like that's why it suppresses your appetite because when you're in danger, the last thing on your mind is food. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Hey,
like,
we're in an instant gratification society. Nobody wants to do the hard work to lose the weight. They don't want to
yeah,
diet the hard way, bro.
right,
So if you can take a fucking pill, to the average fucking character on the street that has an IQ of about 0, what are they going to fucking say? I'll take the pill, man. Because they were advertising you can sit on a couch and lose weight.
right,
It's like,
right. That's
what
that's the
the
thing
fuck?
though. Just a little running, man, and changing your diet around. You'll see like you can see a complete turnaround in everything. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and,
Yeah.
and resistance training too. Don't you can't forget the resistance training
Oh
because
yeah.
if you just run and diet, then you're gonna have that skinny. You're gonna have that swimmer's look. You want to keep the muscles toned and they're workable.
Right.
So
Right.
you don't have to be going to the gym
But
and
I'm
be
saying you
benching
want to
300
get. I'm talking
pounds.
about people who are heavier. I think that's a way to do it. And me myself, I was probably last year I was about 30 pounds overweight, and now I'm back at my weight. Just eating right and exercising and doing the right things. You know what I mean? If you take care of yourself, it benefits you. So you're a
Yeah,
little sharper on everything, and everything works together. So if you if you figure that out, you know, once you do it, you understand. You know what I mean? Once you get into that type of stuff. But I mean, there's still a lot of things I can learn. That's for damn sure. And I
Oh,
still got,
me
yeah,
too, bro.
man. I'm still like addicted to cupcakes and bacon. So that's the one thing I can't shake, man.
I've got my food addictions under control. You know, the key to me too, I like to drink a lot of water. You know, water is the best thing you can put in your body. You know, keeps all your organs hydrated. You know, keeps the kidneys flushed out. There isn't a bad thing it does, man. I don't even know if you can drink too much water.
You know what it is too. What I noticed is the healthier I get, the thirstier I get. I'm not
Yep.
as hungry all the time, but I'll constantly like be thirsty because
Yeah.
you know you got to replenish. You got to replenish with your your
Absolutely. You know, and the old saying is when you get thirsty, that's when it's too late. You know, you should be hydrated constantly throughout the day. You know, now, you used to see people all the time with the water bottles going to the gym. I don't know if they still do, but that was like almost a fashion statement. You get the coolest water bottle, but you know, it just definitely made sense because you know keep yourself hydrated and you know the sugary drinks, the caffeine drinks, the carbonated drinks.
Yeah.
For every one of those
Those are
you should do a glass of water.
acid, man. It's acid.
Yeah.
Anti-alkali, like the exact opposite, you know. But yeah, like tobacco, plant-based boxes that yeah, like that's the worst, man. And that's something that I picked up years ago that I shook twice, but then I always went back to it. I opened up a business and then I just started smoking again. It was fucked up. It was stupid. But yeah, but other than that though, yeah, I'm pretty good. I still got good wind and stuff like that. I could run a couple miles and shit like that. So it's cool, man.
I do a lot of walking. I take my dog. I probably do 3 miles a day, maybe a little more. You know, it's good for me. And I have a big dog, small yard, so I take him out and I give him a good walk every day. We bump into other dogs. He goes and plays. But you know, to me, you know, you got to be physical, and the diet is so important. But the thing is, man, once you get into a routine, it's not a drag. It's not like you have to force yourself to do it. You almost it almost sucks the days when it rains and you can't get out there and do your road work. You know, because it releases endorphins in your body. And, you know, as far as the cigarettes go, man, you know, I never really had too much of a problem with tobacco. I quit relatively early. My wife, after 50 years of smoking, she just quit during the pandemic last year, man. I got to say, shout out to her. We've been together for 30 years. And she, you know, in 2000, was it 2000? Yeah, I said, no, there'll be no smoking in my house in 2000. You know, not even sitting on the fireplace.
There you go.
So I had to go outside and everything, bro. But she did that for 20 years. You know, always snuck them in the car. And I could smell when we kissed and everything. But hey, what are you going to say? You can't tell somebody that they have to quit. They know it. But during the pandemic, she put them down, and you know, probably been a year and a half now.
That's
man.
awesome.
You know, shout out to the old lady.
And
yeah.
if you stay active too, you're not gonna smoke. So if you're moving around a lot, constantly doing shit, like I don't smoke. So I'm like, oh, I exercise longer and I won't smoke because you're not gonna exercise. You know,
I've never had a cigarette in my mouth.
God bless
not
you.
one time.
God bless you. Cause I tell you, I used to hate that shit. I couldn't stand motherfuckers that smoked. I didn't like motherfuckers that smoked around me. I couldn't stand that shit. But peer pressure was a motherfucker for me growing up.
one of my best friends, she smokes, and I've urged her to quit many times, and her son is my godson. Yeah, I try to kind of use him as a motivation tool to get her to stop smoking, and she has said multiple times that she's gonna quit, and till this day she's still smoking, and she's a nurse too.
I tell you what, when I quit though, every time I quit, man, my weight skyrocketed. Like I just gained like crazy weight. You know, it was weird. Not saying that you should smoke to lose weight, just never pick it up and you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so just steer clear of the shit because even when you quit, it kind of sucks. You know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's like anything else, man. I've had dozens of addictions that I've gotten over, and you know, it's like everything else. If you don't start, then you're not gonna fucking have to deal with the But unfortunately, that was never my fucking thing. You know, I was always you know, head first and fucking you know, compulsive and impulsive, compulsive about almost everything that I did throughout my whole life. But hey, man, that's the way it was, and I've made it this far. But you know, as far as the health goes, man, the only thing that I take that's you know, mind altering now is the reefer. Aside from that, I take a lot of, you know, vitamins. I take the supplements, the vitamin C every day. I take, you know, the fish oil. you know, different supplements that that I think my body needs. But aside from that, man, you get a good healthy diet, bro, and you just get off your ass every once in a while and sit in front of the
Move
computer for a
around.
half hour,
Yep.
man. Yeah, get
Yeah,
up,
move
stretch
around.
those fucking muscles, man.
Hmm.
It's real basic, but people just don't do it, and that's why this country, man, it's just full of people that they're gonna be gone to the grave 10 years earlier, and you can see it, man. You see the high cholesterol, diabetes, fucking high blood pressure. It's probably more common than not common in this country, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely enough going against us. I mean, cancer is rampant. Cancer is the real epidemic, in my opinion. Like, way worse than this virus that's been going around. Actually, my mother's husband, like 2 weeks or less ago, he was diagnosed with throat cancer. And I think just yesterday he had to have a tracheotomy. And he never smoked a day in his life. He just had throat
Yeah.
cancer. So,
Crazy.
we have enough of just you being able to get cancer just from existing. You don't need to be putting, these cancer sticks in your mouth, and definitely, try to live more of an active lifestyle. Take the stairs. if
Yeah.
you have two legs that work, take the stairs. I know that elevator is very tempting, but just take the stairs.
Yeah.
You know.
Uh, and if you really feeling, if you in pain from doing this stuff, take time off and then jump back to it. You'll be surprised that you could do
Yep.
better. Take a
Yep.
little time off and give your body a little time to adjust, but don't stay off of it. Don't get too complacent.
Yep.
Now,
Give
you
your
know the
body
whole
space.
thing is, man. If you go into it with a conscientious attitude that this is a goal that I want to achieve, bro.
Right. Right.
I don't want to have this flab on my waist. I want to wear clothes that look good when I'm wearing them. I want to be able to touch my toes. I want to be able to
Right.
bang my old lady 3 times a night without fucking having a heart attack. And bro, it's all just part of a healthy lifestyle. And if you go in that with a positive attitude and you look for the ways to achieve it, you stay away from the nitrates, the cancer causing things,
Mhm.
the processed foods, the bake. I mean, there's so many things to avoid, but there's so many good things that you can replace with it. The apples and nuts. The good things, man. Instead of having some candy for dessert, I'll grab a handful of cashews. Or some pumpkin seeds, and those are loaded with zinc, selenium, and the things that are going to boost your sexual drive up too. And that we eat for that too at this stage of the game, because I've never taken that Viagra, and man, I'd say probably
Don't
99 out of 100 times I've walked out
don't
of my bedroom with a smile on my face, man.
look, man. Don't but I'm saying it's just like anything else. If you take it, then it's kind of like a trigger, where it triggers your body, and your body don't pull that natural trigger anymore. It needs that to go forward. That's how I look at it. So that's why I don't really put a lot of like drugs or anything in my body like that, where it will trigger certain things. You lose that natural trigger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
For
because
sure, bro.
you're
For sure.
really pushing the stuff that's already in your body, but it's kind of like your trigger don't work anymore when you really need it. So if you're in pain,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Yeah. So drugs is definitely not the route, man. Hell
Oh
no.
no, I mean that's going to be a short life right there. Anybody who thinks they're gonna float through life doing drugs their whole for
Yeah.
smarten up, man. You've already flunked the life's fucking IQ test right there if that's your
Yeah.
answer.
Right. Right.
But
Bruce,
but
have
that's
you ever?
but that's no, I'm just saying that's just a hard thing to do. Some people have that problem, and you have to deal with it before you can really deal with anything else in life. But you got to get a grip on it. You have to realize that you just can't you can't put these substances in your body and expect to live a long life. Never mind a healthy life. Even a long life. So it comes down to choice. But I can see the addiction, with alcohol, with tobacco, with food. There's a lot of things. So we do have to be vigilant.
Yeah.
We have to make the right choices. But bro, and there's so many wrong choices. And I can see that most people, they don't eat clean. They'll eat because it tastes good. I mean, you can have a handful of fucking kale in one hand and a handful of cotton candy in the other hand. They're both carbohydrates. They're both probably about 300 calories. But it's not the same when you put them in your body. And
Right.
that's
Yeah.
it's just basic food education. You know, people learn that you eat healthy. You know, and like my brother was saying, once you start eating healthy, you're not gonna even like the unhealthy stuff. Your body's
Right.
not.
That's a
It,
fact.
it almost rejects it, bro. You know,
Yeah, it's
so
like you
get
could
it.
taste
Yeah,
the shit in it. It bogs you down. You feel
Yeah.
it. It messes with you a little bit because you like
exactly,
you
man.
you feel your body starts talking to you because you cutting off them sensors in your body by taking that shit. It's blocking certain things that are natural to you. So you want to stay in touch with what you're doing. So you want to eat natural things for the most part, except bacon, like I said, and cut the meat. You know
Real
what I mean?
quick, Bruce, have you ever? You said that went and got yourself educated on nutrition and stuff. Are you familiar with black maca?
With black maca, it's a nutritional supplement. I'm not really up on the latest supplements, but it's an herb. I'm not sure what it does, but it, fill me in on it, and maybe you'll spark a memory back here. But I definitely
I
heard
know,
of it.
I know it. It helps with energy. It works. Like I've used. Actually, I have some in my cabinet right now, but I guess it's a root that
From
you know,
Peru.
they. I don't know where it's from, but it's a root that they turn into a powder, and then like what I usually do is I'll put in a drink, mix it up in there, and it does it really works. It works better than any energy drink I've ever had, that's for sure. But yeah, it's called
You know
black
what? You
maca.
know what? You know what works real good that I tried back in the days some years ago was bee
What?
pollen. Bee pollen
Oh
that gives
yeah,
you a
I've
lot
heard
of
of people
energy.
using,
Yeah,
and I
that
think
gives.
that also helps with your immune system too, if I'm
Yep.
not
Yep.
mistaken.
Yep.
You know, there's so many of them out there, and really, they used to kind of have the supplement of the month because it would just be what was popping, what was new.
Mm.
In '95, the federal government passed a law that DSHA, and what it did was it made all these supplements where before they were sold by prescription only, if they were even sold, and now that everything
Hmm.
was over the counter. So you saw all these GNCs, Vitamin Worlds, all these shops popping up, and they had everything on there. Bee pollen, ginger root, the makeup, black maca. I mean, every fucking thing you can think of. And it was almost like you had to go in there and you had to go in there and with a book to know what these things did. But they were all, vitalized energies, because there's tons of them. I mean, Chinese herbal medicine. There's so many different herbs that do so much for you. For sexual impotence, to fucking staying alert, to focus, for weight loss, weight gain. There's so many different supplements, and the thing is, people think they're freaking doctors when they're buying those things, and you have to check with your physician, make sure that anything you're taking is gonna it's gonna be okay, and no interreactions, because it's crazy. They have a supplement for everything, for
And if
strong.
you're a boxer, you got to check with Vada to make sure it's not banned.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So, some of those are loaded, man. They used to have this supplement that was called Hot Stuff, and it had everything. It had DHEA, it had tribulus, it had androsten, it had fucking Bulgarian fucking tribulus root, everything you could think of, man. And I'm sure it had some illegal things in there too, some things that weren't going. And it's not sold anymore. But it was one of the first protein drinks that came around. Hot Stuff. I'm sure if you Google it, you'll see all kind of stories about it because people swore by it. And there was like, I don't even know if they were actual doses that would affect you, but there must have been 50 different ingredients in there. Like you're saying, all the roots, crushed up roots and powders, and man, it's a whole fucking science. You have to be a fucking herbalist to pretty much get to make your way around some of these shops. There's so many things in there, but bee pollen makes sense. It's basically honey. Turned into its pill form. Probably one of the best sausage of energy around. Obviously it's full of B vitamins, so there's
Yeah.
Yeah.
so many of them out there.
Well,
Yeah.
Samuel Straw's the one that turned me. You may have seen him like in comments or chats, but he's the one that turned me on to the black maca because I was having issues with like I would feel sluggish like halfway through the day. He's like, this is what he told me. He said, try black maca, and if you really want it to be like potent, he said, mix it with black seed oil. And you know what? He wasn't lying. That shit kept me wide awake.
Better than caffeine.
Yeah.
Natural. They like natural stimulants, which is the best way to go. Especially like if even if you can avoid like the powder or the oil form
Mhm.
capsules, and you could get it right from the source. That's the best way too, because you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's not processed. They not. You know what I mean? You're not messing with it. So vitamins, you lose like when you take vitamins, you lose a lot of the vitamins because you're not getting it raw. You know what I mean? So
Oh
it's
yeah,
a,
yeah, definitely. Definitely better to get them through food.
yeah, because it's a natural way too, and that's just the way it's supposed to be. So that's the thing is like it's been like that for the last couple of years. It's kind of like immediate gratification. Give it to me now. This is what I need right now. It's like digest the shit, motherfucker. Just it'll get there. Just give it a minute. You know what I'm saying? Take your
That's the
time.
way I
Yeah.
always go, man. From the rooter to the tutor, right on, when you put it in your mouth and when you poop it out your ass, bro. It's it's all part of the system, and the higher quality that you can put in the first end, man. It's going to come out quality the other end, and that's another thing, man. Most people who gets 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, honestly,
Right.
bro. So I fucking throw a teaspoon of fucking of Metamucil in my shake every morning.
Probably D. Jefferson. He probably eats about. He
Oh, he
eats like a
probably gets
rabbit.
10.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He gotta eat all day
No,
long
but
to
really,
maintain his
fiber
energy.
is huge in the diet. That the more fiber, really, the more beneficial it is. It keeps your blood pressure down. It keeps your body from absorbing more sugar. So
Right.
the more the more quality complex carbohydrates you put in, the better the whole digestive tract is going to
Yep.
be, man.
And sugar's awful for you. It's like it literally helps your body store fat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is with sugar, it if you don't use it up, see your body turns it to glucose, and
Right.
that's the same thing it does if you take an apple, if you take any fruit sugar, the fruit juices, it's all broken down into glucose. So your body doesn't know the difference between a tablespoon of white sugar and an apple when it comes right down to the digestive tract. But like you're saying, Red Glove, if you don't use it as energy, it's stored as fat, and that's the thing with
Oh,
any
that was
carbohydrate.
one too, but yeah, I agree.
1, 2, 5, bro. And if you don't use them up as energy, they're stored as fat. Where
Right.
protein has got a much more many more things to do in your body than produce energy. It's got cell repairing. It's healing. It's growing your hair, your teeth. The amino acid process. So, but complex carbohydrates are for energy. So so the
Right.
more
Right.
complex ones you do, that's
You
really
want to
the only.
avoid them at night
Oh,
because if you're
absolutely.
not using them,
They're fat.
they gonna turn directly into fat. That's
Hmm.
right.
Yeah.
And that's how I know when I'm getting healthier, because at night when I go to sleep, I wake up in a sweat, like boom, and I'm like, oh okay, like my metabolism just starts picking up. That's when I know that
Yeah.
I'm getting fit again, is because when I take a nap and stuff, I like you're sweating in your sleep. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I would definitely tell that to my general physician though next
No,
checkup. Those
literally.
night sweats can mean a lot of things, bro.
Right, yeah, but I'm saying you kind of know your own body. Like with me, for instance, when I was attempting to put on weight when I was younger, that's what would happen. I would sweat at night. It would burn it off because my metabolism was so quick. So then as I got older, it slowed down. I stopped getting. It's not like bad night sweats like that. I'm just saying like I could just
Yeah, your metabolism's revving
yeah,
up. You can feel it revving
it's
up,
just
bro.
revved up. Yeah, it's revved up. So so that I don't know. I think like it's a benefit to me because it's all good with me. It's natural for me if I'm eating correctly and exercising. When I don't do that stuff, then I don't do it. It ain't natural for me. You
Then
kind
you're
of know
like, where's that
your
gravy
own
I
body.
mixed?
Yeah, yeah. Give me that gravy. Give me that gravy I mixed. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but yeah,
They
I get
say
it though.
anything that tastes good, you put gravy on it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that was a little joke. That was a little joke because when Andy Ruiz was going into that second fight with Anthony Joshua, he would make jokes about where's that instead of the water. He's like, no, not the water. Give me that gravy I mixed.
Damn.
Yeah, it's having fun, man. You know, I still don't understand that he came in like that. I was like, why? That
Yeah.
still don't make sense to me, man. Like, why
Easy
would
living, man. That was like the same thing that happened to Buster Douglas back in my day, man. When he beat Mike Tyson, he came in to fight Evander Holyfield, just like Andrew Ruiz came in to fight AJ
Yeah,
for the match,
he
man.
came in with tits to fight
Yeah.
Evander. Yeah,
Oh,
that's crazy.
damn.
He just laid there too and was like, "Give me my 7 million." He was a good shot, but he could have got up. He was like, "Yeah, fuck this shit."
He was sitting there and they're giving him instructions in the corner. He's like, just make sure they do direct deposit.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah, I was a little upset when Red mentioned the chicken wings. I was like, damn, now I want chicken wings. You were like, bone in. Nah, you gotta have the bone, the real chicken wings. I don't consider. I'm like, right?
Oh man.
Yeah,
All the
but I'm
boneless
telling,
chicken wings are a chicken breast that's sliced up, and they bread it and they fry it and tell you it's a boneless
yeah,
chicken wing. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
I
not
like
a
that.
wing to
It's
me.
kind of like, to me, it's like I need the bones there too. I need a receipt. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely, man.
it's done, man. Like it's a
but
tradition.
but one too, I'll tell you, those Dharma chicken wings, even though it's not chicken,
Uh
I'd
huh.
rather eat those over boneless chicken wings.
Really, really, that's
Yep,
cool though. I mean, what is it? What is it exactly? Is it
I
a
guess it's
plant-based
some.
food?
Yeah, it's plant based.
Mm,
According to Mark, he said that Dharma is actually like a branch of the Hindu religion, which it sounds like. Yeah, well, first off, Mark, he's just an encyclopedia, period. So he's
right.
probably right, but um, I don't know exactly what it is, but it did have the texture of chicken. It didn't quite taste like chicken, but it did taste good. And like I said, I've never liked boneless wings. Like when I get wings, I want the bone in there.
Right.
I was just, you know, we went out to get something to eat. I didn't realize the place was plant based. When I realized, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna get the wings anyways. And when I ate them, they were good. And then it's funny because just yesterday, I started getting comments from. He's in the chat right now, plant based boxing. So I asked him today, is like, would you be, as a vegan, would you be interested to hear what me, who is not vegan, has to say about Dharma wings? And he said, yeah. So that's why I did the stream.
All right. Oh, there you go. Well, hey, it sounds good. I mean, anything could start it off. And look, man, you had some, some wings, and look what happened, man. It started off this whole get together with all these people talking about food. Like food is a very family oriented thing. It gets people
Hmm.
all together. You know what I'm saying? When you mention food, you know what I mean? It's clickbait, literally.
Oh, you know where I come from. If somebody gets born, if somebody dies, somebody gets married, you're watching a game together. Everything. It's always all about the food that's coming out. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yep. Yeah.
Always.
Food is a big money maker at all the sporting events.
Everything. You go to a
Yep.
funeral, they go to a restaurant afterwards.
Yep.
I guess it's the way you come into the world, it's the way you leave the world. But really, food is just so important, and it's a great thing to talk about too, because there's so many, so many good foods we can eat, and then there's so many foods that aren't so good, that are detrimental to pretty much everything in our
Yeah.
life. And it's great to have panels like this. We can come up and talk about it a little bit, not get fucking preachy, and just get a little more educated when we leave. So. Red Glove, I dug it, bro. I'm gonna dip out, man. I appreciate the fucking having me on here, man. And one, two, three. What is it again, brother? 1, 2, kid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one, two,
1, 2
kid.
kid.
Pleasure talking to you too, brother.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have fun too, man. Thanks
All
for
right,
letting
man.
me chop it up, Brad.
Oh, you're always welcome. Same thing with you, Bruce. Everybody else who's on the panel, you're always welcome. This has been a very positive, positive talk. I feel, it's nice to be able to do this. Don't get me wrong, I like to catch a body on a live as much as the next guy, but it is nice just to be able to have a conversation sometimes.
Yeah.
For sure, bro. For sure. And man, anytime you want to do a health thing, bro, let me know because I got a little bit of a background on that, and we can chop it up. We can get some good shit going. Get some handle shit going. And hey, man, I'm gonna bop out, man. God bless both of you guys, and salute to the
God
panel.
bless you
Salute
too.
God
to the
bless you
chat,
as
man.
well.
Yeah. So I guess Plant Based looked up the Southern Kitchen. Said it looks nice. Yeah, it was good. Like, the service was good too. It was definitely a happy accident eating there. So, I think I'm gonna go back. Like, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even next week, but I can see myself going back by the end of the month. So, you got anything else to say? 1, 2 kid?
Nah, man, I'm pretty much talked out, man. I got some things to do. I was just about to hop off, so when he said it, I was like, cool. I gotta get ready to take a trip.
Yeah,
So
this definitely seems like a good point to end the stream. Well, everybody, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by, 1, 2 kid.
no problem, man.
You always bring a certain spice to the conversation, so your input is always much appreciated. Thanks to Brian and Mark and D and uh, Martin Ramos and everybody. Electro Jed was on for a little bit, and if I missed anybody, I apologize. But thanks everybody for stopping by. Y'all have a good one. God bless and peace.
Peace, yo.